Honda no longer displays at SEMA, but what do we got here? Honda Racing. Welcome to VTEC Academy. Let's go check it out and get schooled.
VTEC Academy is Honda performance.
SEMA has changed quite a lot over the years. In fact, Honda as a corporation really isn't displaying anymore. Before, they would have new products here. But now it's Honda Racing. And believe me, this is what I want to see anyway. This is why I come to SEMA. I want to see the cool So let's go check it out. It's amazing. I'm here with Jeremy Lucas. Jeremy Lucas works for HRC. He does a lot of the product development. And Jeremy, kind of tell us what's going on. It's got some new stuff I haven't seen before.
Well, as you can see in our parts display wall here, these are items that we're working on for our streetcar customers. And then over on the other side, we've got products that we're working on for our truck customers. These are all products that we're actively testing right now, trying to bring them to market, bring the new suppliers on board, that kind of thing. So hopefully within the next year, you'll be able to buy these parts at your local dealer.
That would be amazing. So talk to me about the wheels. The wheels, are they manufactured in one of Honda's facilities or in one of the wheel manufacturers here?
So far, we are working with wheel suppliers that we've worked with on the racing side of the business.
Got it.
So it's not a household name yet, but for example, 2L is the company we're working with on the Integra wheel. Mm-hmm. If you look over in the display, you'll see the Integra show car and the ARX LMDH car sitting side by side. Look at the wheel on the LMDH car. Okay. It's the inspiration for the styling for this wheel. So we're working with that same company who makes the motorsport wheel for us on the LMDH car to make the wheel for the Integra Type S. The Civic side of the equation, you see this other Civic design here. We've used Titan 7 in the past on our TC programs. Right. And so we're working with Titan on those wheels.
Oh, nice. Very good. So the suspension as well. Is that, I know you've worked with a few companies on suspension over the years. Who's doing this? Who are you working with on the suspension?
Right now we're working with KW. Again, that ties in directly with our racing programs. The TCR car comes with KWs, the full, triple adjustable race spec version, as well as some of the other programs that have like the TCX Integra. Those are also KW components. So we have a good working relationship with them already, right. And they have a very large inventory of parts that we can use to create our own blend of what we want to give to our customers.
So, still side note, way back in the day, Honda gave us in 2005 a Ridgeline for SEMA, and KW was making suspension for those cars to make them pace cars. Remember that?
No, I didn't know anything about that.
They had a Ridgeline pace car, the Indy 500. Okay. And that suspension, I have a set of that suspension.
There you go.
Yeah. So
anyway. Yeah, we have a long history with KW and good working relationship.
Excellent, excellent. All right, brakes. The brakes are massive, as they should be.
We're working on a couple different packages to fit different sized wheels. Mm-hmm. So the really large one you see, that's going to require 19s. Okay. But we're also working on an 18-inch wheel brake package.
Excellent. Very good, very good.
As well as new pad compounds.
Oh, okay. Well, that's important because a lot of people have the different driving styles and their different needs. Yes.
So as you know, the very elusive thing is to have a street pad that can withstand track use, or a track pad that doesn't make your life terrible as a street car. So we're trying to find something that will be a good mix for which type of customer you are. Are your customers mostly street? Occasionally you might go to the track, or vice versa, and try to have offering for pads for those customers.
Excellent. All right, so I see here a few cool parts.
You recognize these?
I've seen these. I've seen these.
So this case is parts that we currently sell through the Honda racing line to our racing customers, and we're going to be testing these parts to see if we can bring them down to the streetcar customer and offer a warranty. Because today, if you buy these parts from Honda racing line, you don't get a warranty from Honda.
Right, I understand. Really
but we'd
cool.
love to be able to offer them to our street customers as well.
I think they would be good sellers.
You gotta have some experience in that regard.
I have some experience with that. This looks to me like a lift kit.
It is. So obviously when you're going off-road, ground clearance is a really big thing. And the four-wheel drive system that's on our vehicles, especially the new 2026 Passport, is really capable all-wheel drive system. All we really need is a little more ground clearance. And so a kit like this can help provide that for our customers. So we're actively testing this type of setup to see if we can offer it for our customers.
Which model vehicles are going to get it? Is there anything in specifically you're going to do it, or are you going to try and do it for a lot of them?
We're definitely starting with the vehicles that are in the dealership already.
Okay.
Because you already have that customer coming in to buy the vehicle. Mm-hmm. So, the current model, Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot would be the first ones. Mm-hmm. And then we'll look at going back a generation for the customers who maybe had their vehicles for a little longer, want to change it up, keep their vehicle, and add some new experience for the vehicle that they already have.
Very cool, very cool. And then obviously if you're off-roading, better lighting is always a good idea. Looks like...
Hopefully we're going to have some brackets that will allow you to easily add some lighting options to your off-road vehicles. Utility for your Ridgeline bed, increasing its capability. There's a development going on right now, working with Multimatic, trying to develop Multimatic DSSV valve shocks for our off-road products. Okay. So that's an ongoing development. And then we've been working with Borla to offer something a little bit more character for our normally very, very quiet production vehicles.
I love the sound of a Honda V6.
Absolutely.
I think it's amazing. My drag car's a V6, sounds killer. We built a TSX with a J, sounds amazing.
Yep.
I think that's one of the sweetest sounding motors, other than a K or a B or whatever. But I mean, for V6, that sounds amazing.
The difference is when we do these things versus what Borla sells themselves, is we're in many cases testing to a higher standard level. We have regulation items that we have to try and protect. We want to be able to offer a warranty that may be longer than what some companies offer. So there's things that we're going to be doing from a testing standpoint to try and make it a unique product for our Honda customer that meets their quality expectations.
I find the Borla exhaust probably has a lot more technology built into the mufflers than some of the other companies. Some of the other companies, basically perforated steel with a glass wrap, where the Borla seems to me that inside there's a little more magic going on.
They have some patented systems that they use inside their mufflers that give it that unique characteristic sound.
Nice.
So yeah, they definitely have something special going on.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
These are the wheels that we're working to offer to our light truck customers for whether it's Passport, Pilot, or Ridgeline.
Okay.
And right now, all the things we're looking at are forged wheels.
Strong as possible, and yeah, because a racing background, that's what you need.
The four-wheel drive system that's on the Passport is really great.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
People don't realize how capable it is, so it'd be interesting if we could get more people to take off-road training to understand the capabilities of their vehicles.
Maybe we'll have to borrow one and hit Utah and see some of the trails out there. So that'd be a lot of fun. All right, well, cool. All right, so I think I would like to go take a look at one of the cars they have, the show car, the Integra. There's actually a gentleman who is in charge of that project, so I think we're going to try and talk to him about that.
Hey guys, I'm here with Brent Nordman. Nordman is the man who is responsible for bringing this to life, this amazing looking Integra. So tell me a little bit about it. All right, well, with this project, we really wanted to create something that was focused on a track day enthusiast potential buyer. And so sure, take some of the lessons we learned from our Integra racing program and basically apply it to a stock, if you will, Integra Type S, which is already an amazing performance car. It is. So really wanted to look at, okay, what are the key points, the lessons we learned from the race car, where should we focus? And what we did, we started, anytime you want to add performance, you want to start with weight. That's kind of the number one thing that affects all areas of performance.
Right.
So we did a lot there. We took out the rear seat. We added lightweight carbon fiber front buckets, lightweight wheels, a few other things, carbon fiber hood, etc. So we started with that, and then we really wanted to focus on, the basics: suspension, brakes, aero. So we kind of went around, starting with the suspension. We put in a coilover adjustable suspension front and rear, dual adjustable dampers, adjustable camber front and rear, adjustable toes.
Okay.
So you can really set the car up for a track day that you want to go to, depending on which track you're at. You can really dial it in the way you want.
Are some of these products going to be available through Honda Racing?
That's our intention. In fact, this car serves as one of our test vehicles for some of the parts that are on the car.
Excellent.
Yeah, so some of these parts that are on the car, you'll also see on the parts wall over here that we just talked about.
So some of the stuff is new that hasn't really made it to the parts wall yet.
That's
true. Okay. And does this show something to gauge interest in that type of stuff?
It exactly is. Yeah.
So I was super happy that even though Honda is no longer coming to SEMA, that Honda Racing is coming to SEMA. And I think that there's just a lot of buzz created around whenever you guys had, a couple times you guys were in charge of the booth for Honda, and there was a lot of buzz for that kind of stuff. So I'm super happy to see you guys out here for this. So what are some of your favorite parts about this?
I think for me, it is, obviously the styling is really something else. I think that we worked with our styling studio in Torrance to come up with some of the parts. They did a knockout job. But aside from that, the suspension, I think, is really the talking point with this car.
Okay.
They've really, I think, struck a nice chord, a nice balance between on-track performance and on-road comfort.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it's very straightable, but the car is very balanced, very neutral. And something that's difficult, can be challenging to do with a front-wheel drive, front-engine car.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I think, that's really what I'm most proud of, is the effort that's gone into that.
Can you kind of give me the specs on that? Not necessarily spring rates, but sway bar front and rear?
Actually, we haven't touched the front bar.
Okay.
Rear adjustable bar. We've adjusted rates, our own spring rates front and rear, adjustable dampers, as I mentioned.
Nice.
And we've, adjusted the ride height a little bit, but not a lot.
Yeah.
And then we have some adjustability with the camber and toe.
Okay.
And that's where we can play around a lot more than you normally would.
Are you running a larger tire on this car than the stock car?
Actually.
Excellent.
Well, I take that back. We're doing some testing with an 18-inch wheel on this car that allows you to go wider, and you can fit up to a 285 with tires. There's a lot of rubber.
That's a lot of rubber.
So we're experimenting with that right now. Okay. This car has the standard 265, 30, 19.
Yeah, fantastic. That sounds great. I love the body style of this particular car. I thought this was amazing. And I like the fact that there's actually a little more going on with it as well. So that's going to be really nice looking track car. The wing is particularly beautiful. Is that something that you guys made, or?
Yeah, that's something we did, and that's something we're going to be working on.
Okay.
It's early days yet, but we're going to be taking this into the wind tunnel. We're working with our aerodynamicists from HRC, so the same guys that are working on the Indy cars and sports car.
Nice.
So, and using our Honda wind tunnel, we'll be doing some development with wings, front splitters, and things like that.
Excellent.
So we want to make sure that everything we put on the car is functional.
Very good. Now, this may not be a closure question, but one of the big problems with the last generation of the Civic was the heat management to the engine. Has there been anything done to this to help mitigate that? Or
yeah, in fact, actually, it's something we've been focused on in the race car. It's always been an issue, especially with the FK8, right? So we have been testing oil coolers in the front. So we have right now, this car has dual oil coolers. So each of these inlets here, you can see feeds an oil cooler.
Oh, nice.
We have that. We've also done some other things on the race car that we may look into for this car, but we haven't. Yeah, we're still testing. So. We want to make sure that's covered for our customer.
Yeah, because it's a track day car. Yeah, I live in Arizona, so
yes. Yeah,
and I'd love to buy one of these.
Just the vented hood, it makes a big difference.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
excellent.
All right. Well, cool. All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate your time. And this is a fantastic looking and probably performing product. I think it's going to be really cool to see it out on the track.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, and I'm excited to see with the new wheels as well. I think they really pop on this car.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just that's our new addition for this year. The wheels you see on the wall over there.
Yeah, they were nice. They were really cool.
Oh, excellent.
Again, thanks again.
Thank you.
This thing is amazing, but it's not a real car. It's just a shell. I want this body kit. Hey guys, thanks a lot for joining us here on another episode of VTEC Academy. Please, if you like this type of content, think about liking, subscribing, and also hit the bell so you get notifications when things come up again. Anyways, thanks a lot for joining us, and we'll see you on the next video.